And thank God for YouTube University. Because you go on YouTube, and this is what annoys me, right? There's like simple DIY that you can do at home. If you have $300,000 worth of equipment, 40 hours, and a bunch of just stuff laying around. In 2020, I was diagnosed with stage 4 laryngeal cancer. I followed that up with having a laryngectomy procedure, which is the removal of your vocal cords and the separation of your trachea and your esophagus. Since then, I've done a podcast and what I can do to give back to the cancer community. Now I'm on a venture to see the world, and I'm taking you along with me. Joining me as always will be my wife, Melanie, and our little puppy, Moonshine. This is a Lary in a While. We are at, Golden Head Branch State Park. It's actually one of the oldest state parks in Florida. It's actually very nice, very quiet. Not a bad day, actually. It's about 84 degrees, nice breeze. Not bad for being in Florida. And of course, Moonshine's having a ball. So, new smells. Her nose hasn't left the ground since North Carolina. She's a little dirty. Been a long ride. I think I'm going to call her the Rolling Dutch Mandel. Because Dutch Mandel is one of my favorite. And Rolling Dutchman just seems right. Now, as you see, we only got electric and water hookup. Nice little, this is the living room area where our night set is. Some nice big windows. This thing rode like a champ. I couldn't complain. The Moonshine. Is she having a good time? This is our bedroom. It's actually where the bed is. These windows go right above your head, which is good and bad. This thing's so massive, I can't get it into the camera frame without stepping away like 20 feet. It's 32 feet long. It's got a 450 engine into it. We haven't got the awning out because I didn't want to deal with the awning right now. It's kind of a tight spot, as you see with stuff. So I didn't even bother with it. Alright, let's take a look at the view that I have right out back here. You got a nice little fire pit. You got a nice little picnic table spot. It's actually pretty wide open. But you come back here, and you have all this wilderness. I mean, look at that. We're just surrounded by that. When we first got here yesterday, probably about 3 hours after we set up, 2 deer were out here. I'll put some pictures up of them. I didn't go outside and take a picture because I didn't want to scare them off. But this is gorgeous. And hot once you get in the sun. And look at all the anthills. When we were driving in, my New York ass was like, man, it's a lot of tree stumps. No, they're fucking giant anthills. It's a beautiful little camping area. If you ever come here, this is spot 43. And you're not really on top of each other. I mean, there's a good space between me and that one. And that one, you got the little patch of grass there. I mean, not bad. Luckily, nobody's been here. It's June, so nobody's coming here. But it's nice and shaded, secluded. I'm digging it. I am enjoying every minute of it. And so is it the Moonshine. A little disclosure, this is like our 3rd day in Florida. We did boondock at a friend's property for a couple of days. Well, for a day. And then we came here last night, set up. And here we are today. Mel's right now enjoying herself off with her mom, having a little mommy time. Me and Moonshine are having Henry Moonshine time, enjoying the rig. And figure I'd give you guys a little heads up on stuff. I ain't gonna lie, this whole thing has been a learning experience. Like, I have never owned a motorhome. I have never driven a motorhome. let alone live in a motorhome. So this whole thing is new to me. When I went camping, I just went camping. I just grabbed a tent and I would just show up somewhere. I didn't even go to campgrounds. I just go out in the woods, find a creek, camp. So this is a totally new experience for me. And thank God for YouTube University. And oddly enough, AI has helped out a lot on this. You get more of a direct answer than what you do for... Because you go on YouTube, and this is what annoys me, right? There's like simple DIY that you could do at home. If you have $300,000 worth of equipment, 40 hours, and a bunch of just stuff laying around. Meanwhile, when I do this, I'm doing it broke. I didn't film a lot of the travel down because, I filmed a lot of it, but I didn't film much of it after South Carolina, Georgia area. And just wanted to focus on driving and getting here. And I know that might disappoint some people watching. They're like, but whatever. It's my channel. I'll do what I want.
Whatever. I'll do what I want.
And in this series, don't expect me to give you a bunch of tips, pro tips, or any of that. Like, if anything, you guys can go down in the comments and probably help me out. Like I said, I'm new to this. And I'm on a budget, all right? So it's not like all these other YouTubers that are just traveling the country and that's how they're making their money. No, we're just living. We're living on a budget. So it's not going to be the typical YouTube series that you see where people are just out living the good life. We're just going to be living life. You know, nothing fake about it. Not going to have any AI. Won't be any AI freaking narrations on here. Just true, way it is, man. Don't let all those travelers fool you, man. A lot of them go through shit. They just don't post it. Or you got the opposites, and that's all they post. Is just the dramatic side of things. Everything's been smooth so far. Everything that has gone wrong was something stupid and simple that I just didn't know about or forgot. And that's why I got myself a checklist now. So, solved that problem. So here's some things I learned, though, driving this big bitch down a freeway. And I am not a trucker. I will never compare myself to a trucker. Those guys work hard. They do a great job making sure we get our supplies across the country. I have good friends that are truckers. My uncle was a trucker. I would never compare myself to one. However, some of you people in your little cars, see, when a big truck, no matter what it is, box truck, RV, somebody towing, they have a brake distance that they leave. So that way they can slow down and stop without killing the people in front of them. Makes sense to me. But all you people that wait until the last minute to get into a lane, or just drive like an asshole, decide to cut that off. Now they got to slow down more. Because they got to maintain that braking distance. Because if not, they're going to kill you. Now, mind you, there is some truckers out there and RV drivers that just don't give a shit. But for the rest of us, calm the fuck down, man. Jesus. I don't know how many bumper huggers there was this year. This way down, man. It was just insane to me. Like, you see a giant rig and you cut him off. Stupid. They can run you over 3 times and keep going. But you're going to cut him off. Moron. The other thing I realized, this wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Now, mind you, we were way overweighted. Like, overloaded to the max. We have most of our stuff. Anything that's important, we have. We left a lot of shit behind. But anything that we felt was important or worth value or been in the family, whatever, we kept. So there's a lot of stuff that was in there on the way down. And we were way overloaded. Then I'm towing the Nissan behind us. So trying to stop this big thing was just nuts. I couldn't picture being a truck driver for a living. I just couldn't do it. I would end up running one of you off the road. purposely running you off the road to save everybody else time and trouble. Because some of you need it. Some of you need your license and keys taken and thrown away. What's up?
The more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead.
So here's a fun thing I did. I'm waiting to take a shower right now. See, what had happened was I de-winterized it in New York. Probably about 3 or 4 weeks before we left. But I forgot to set the valves back to bypass so they can go into the hot water tank. So this whole time I thought I did that. I'm like, why isn't this getting hot? I go and check my propane, it's working fine. My water heater is hot. I go and check my valves, I'm like a moron. So because my water heater is hot, I gotta wait until it cools down. So that way I can put the water in there and it don't crack anything or smash anything up. And then I can take a shower. It's the little things, right? It's a learning experience. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's just a learning experience. Eventually I'll get it down, I'll have it normal, and we'll move on with our days. Also, do you know the storage hoses for your water hose? You know, they fold down flat. They suck. Suck. Everybody online praised them. Everybody on YouTube praised them. They kink up so easy. So easy. It's almost like it's got a fetish. Let's just put it that way. They're trash. Just get yourself a normal, food safety water hose. Don't just use a regular garden hose no matter what. Even though us Gen X grew up on it. And so, about the pets, right? We also have 2 cats with us. And Moonshine. Moonshine, of course, is really chill. She adapts well with everything. Like, if I'm there, she's okay. The 2 cats on the other hand, we didn't know how they were going to handle it. First of all, we spent a half hour trying to catch one. Hobbs is a schizo. We got them both from the SPCA. And Hobbs has always been like skittish, very skittish. He'll let us pet him, but you ain't putting him on your lap. You ain't picking him up. He ain't coming to you when you're calling. If somebody comes in, he runs away. If you stand up, he runs away. We're 3 years in. Every time he escaped the house, it was like 3 to 4 days to get him back in. So we spent a good half hour. We had to trap him in the bedroom to get him in the box, to bring him out to the mobile home, motorhome, sorry, to open the box and let him out. So we automatically assumed Hobbs is going to freak out. They've actually both handled it pretty well. In fact, we had company over the other night, and they both came out, which very rare, especially for Hobbs. He's never came out when the human's around. Our friend Steffi would show up all the time, and Hobbs, I think, popped his head out once. Weggies, a couple times. And the story about these guys, okay, we got them from the SPCA. Hobbs was originally a pair, Calvin and Hobbs. Somebody took Calvin, they didn't want Hobbs. Weggies is a cat that was found at Wegmans in Ithaca with a broken paw. And they named her Weggies because that's what people call Wegmans, in New York, which is whatever. So we hate her name, but that's her name. We're not going to change it on her. But they're handling it well. Hobby's found his own little hiding spots. Same with Wags. Moonshine's just happy as hell to be around. And so far it's been good. Could change. Could always change. Just like everything in life, it changes. Good or bad, you have no choice in it. So I think I'm going to leave it at this right now. I'm going to go check my water tank. See if I can wash my smelly ass. And we'll check back in. Russell, there's a ravine here we're going to check out. Something like 72 steps down. It's kind of amazing considering it's Florida and everything's flatter and whatever. I was going to make a bad joke there. I shouldn't do that. Anyway, called you anyway, flatter than a white girl's butt. Okay, so I'm going to go in. It's getting hot. Have a good one, guys.